Psychological disorders, Part 6. Post traumatic stress disorder. You have just learned about the symptoms of acute stress disorder. If these symptoms continue for more than 1 month with the same intensity, without much improvement, the individual is diagnosed as suffering from post traumatic stress disorder. In the above example, if Vinesh continues to experience acute stress beyond 1 month, he would be diagnosed as suffering from post traumatic stress disorder. An individual who has suffered trauma normally goes through 3 stages. First, shock stage. The individual in this stage is extremely disturbed and is not able to think anything. He is in shock. Second, suggestible stage. In this stage, the individual tries to find out how to get out of these circumstances by asking others or seeks guidance. In this stage, the individual gets extra sensitive towards suggestions given by others to the extent that he may accept any suggestion without thinking. Third, recovery stage. Though the individual is still under stress but has started regaining his mental balance, he or she is trying to get out of the situation and shows signs of recovery. However, some individuals still cannot maintain their mental balance and starts showing signs of mental illness, post traumatic stress disorder. Substance related and addictive disorders. Mohan is a 20-year-old postgraduate student. He lives at home with his parents and elder sister, Payal. Mohan's father is an alcoholic. He feels that everyone in his family pampers Payal and ignores him. He feels very neglected at home because of that. One day his friends invited him for a party where alcohol was being served. At the party he consumed alcohol for the first time and liked it. Gradually he started drinking regularly, and even after joining work, he continued to drink. Sometimes he would go to work in a drunken state. His performance at work started declining. He couldn't stay without alcohol. This is an indication of addiction. Since ancient time, human beings made use of the juice of various herbs as a means to increase strength or enthusiasm to reduce pain or sadness. These herbs are also used for experience of euphoria, drowsiness, ecstasy, and high or kick. At present, apart from these natural derivatives, there are a number of synthetic chemicals that can be used for the same purpose. After taking addictive substances like opium, charas, which is hashish, ganja, which is marijuana, heroin, etc., for several times, the person gets habituated to it to the extent that he cannot stay without it. This is known as drug addiction. The addict may go to the extent of stealing, begging, or borrowing money, and at times may not hesitate to kill someone to get money to buy the addictive substances. His or her physical, mental, social, and moral health is affected. Her family life breaks down. Financial situations deteriorate, and she is not able to focus. Due to continuous and long term consumption of addictive substance, he develops physical dependence on it and may even die due to overdose of drugs. If he tries to either reduce the dose or tries to stop the drugs, then withdrawal symptoms are created. Withdrawal symptoms are very painful and creates a threat to his life. She experiences tremors, loses control over body movements, and may even die. Symptoms: excessive consumption of drugs or alcohol, inability to reduce the dosage, intoxicated the whole day, desire to consume the substance again and again, reduction in social contacts even with friends, continued consumption even during physical illness or when it is contraindicated, increase the dose to get the same effects, etc., are some of the symptoms of drug addiction. Alcoholic Anonymous is the organization that helps an alcoholic to get rid of the habit of consuming alcohol. There are two groups. One consists of present alcoholic while second includes ex-alcoholic. An alcoholic explains to the addict how his/her life can improve if he/she gets out of his/her addiction and thus provide the emotional support. In this way, the ex-alcoholic encourages an alcoholic to get out of the dependence on alcohol. Schizophrenia. Ronnie, a 20 years old youth, joined a firm after completion of his graduation. Soon he became popular as a hardworking and enthusiastic person, but he didn't like to intermingle with his co-workers. In few days, people started noticing the changes in him. He started remaining absent from the work. At home, too, he remained quiet most of the time. He started experiencing hallucinations. He started feeling as if someone is following him. He started talking to himself and was extremely apathetic. He constantly felt that someone is talking about him and is criticizing him. He felt as if someone is planning to kill him. He was diagnosed as suffering from schizophrenia. In 1911, a Swiss psychologist, Paul Eugene Bleuler, used the term schizophrenia for the first time. The term schizophrenia is made from two terms, schizion, which means split, and phren, which means mind. So the term schizophrenia means split mind. This disorder is not easily seen among children, but mainly starts in adolescence, young adulthood. In comparison to females, it is found more frequently among males. Schizophrenia is a major disorder involving delusions, hallucinations, and disintegration of language, thoughts, emotions, and behavior.